Hello students. So we are doing the exercise 16.1 and I have given the homeworks, right? So I hope you have understood the questions and you have done the homeworks properly. Now today we will see the next topic, that is tests of divisibility. So in class 6 you have already learned about the test of divisibility, right? The divisibility test by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All divisibility tests you have learned. Okay, divisibility tests are important. Why? Because without the actual division, we can say that whether this number is dividing by 2 or not, whether this number is dividing by 3 or not. Okay, like that. That's why divisibility tests are important. So here the details about divisibility test is given. So how this divisibility test is proved here, how the divisibility 10 is given here, it is explained properly here in a advanced way. Divisibility by 10. So divisibility by 10 is what? We know that any number is divisible by 10 if the ones place, that means this ones place is 0. Okay, here you can see the examples. Here all the ones place is 0. If ones place is 0, then that number is divisible by 10. Very easy. Here you can see they are non-multiples of 10. They are the multiples of 10. Multiples of 10 means when they are multiplied, they are coming 0 in the unit place, ones place. But they are non-multiple of 10, 13, 27. They are not multiplied by 10. So here these numbers are not divided by 10. So you can see here written, here you can see the list of one digit of a number is 0 and the number multiple of 10, and if one's digit is not 0, then the number is not multiple of 10. So we get a test of divisibility by 10. So in this way we got a divisibility by 10. Okay, so here it is given how it is explained how it is. Suppose we must also explain why it works. This is not hard to do. We only need to remember the rule of place value. So because everything you are seeing from the first page only, everything depends on the place values, ones place, tens place, hundred place. This chapter is about place values all. So suppose this is a number CBA. So this is A is in ones place, B is in tens place, C is in hundred place. That's why we'll multiply C with 100, 100C, B with 10 and A with 1. So 1 into A is A. That's why 1 is not written. So here is A is in 1 digit, B is in 10 digit, C is in 100 digit. Okay. So since 10, 100, dot dot dot, that means 1000, lakh are all divisible by 10. So are 10B, 100C, dot dot dot. That means 10B, 100C, they are also divisible by 10. Why? Because this unit place is 0. And as far as the number A is concerned, it must be divisible by 10. This number also A also divisible by 10. If the given number is divisible by 10, this is possible only when A is 0. So if A is 0, then A is also divisible by 10. That means any number which has 0 in its ones place is divisible by 10. So a number divisible by 10 when its ones digit is 0. So in this way it is explained. In lower classes the explanation is not given how it is happening, how it works. Okay. Next, 5 divisibility test. Divisibility by 5. So you can see these examples 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is the multiplication table of 5, right? So that's why it is called multiple of 5. So what is the divisibility test of 5? So you have to see the ones place again. If in the ones place there is 0 or 5, that means that number is divisible by 5. So how it works, how the rule came? See, ones digit are alternately 5 and 0, and no other digit ever appears in this list. So in this list you can see in ones digit there is either 0 or 5. 0 or 5. No other digit is there. So we get our test of divisibility by 5. In this way you got, if the ones digit of a number is 0 or 5, then it is divisible by 5. Let us explain this rule. So any number we take CBA, suppose. So it is 100C plus 10B plus A. Okay. Then since 10 and 100 are divisible by 10, so 10B also divisible by 10. So these numbers are divisible by 5 also. Why? Because it is explained here 10 equal to 2 into 5. if any number is divisible by 10, it is divisible by 5 also, because when you break the 10, it is coming 2 into 5. Okay, so as far as number a is concerned, it must be divisible by 5. If the number is divisible by 5, so a has to be either 0 or 5. So here a should have either 0 or 5, then only it will be divisible by 5. So understood the explanation here. So any number whose unit digit is 0 or 5, that is divisible by 5. Okay, now see, try this. Try this here. Given one number, if the division n divided by 5 leaves a remainder 3, what might be the ones digit of n? So it is explained here. One answer is given. The ones digit when divided by 5 must leave a remainder 3. So the ones digit must be either 3 or 8. So here in this question you have to find the ones digit. That means this n value you have to find. N is the ones digit. So what will be here, so that when you divide it by 5, it will leave a remainder 3. What number will be there? So this you have to find out. Okay students, now see here. So n divided by 5, when you divide by 5, the remainder will be 3. So by what number you will divide? So what is the ones place here? So in this way, if I divide by 5 this n, the remainder should come 3. So what will be the value of n? So if you take the value of n equal to 3 or 8, okay, then it will remainder will come 3. See here, 5 and if it is 3, so 5 0 0, and it is remainder is coming 3. And here if we take 5 and 8, so 5 1 5, 8 minus 5 is 3. So if you take n equal to 3 or 8, then the remainder is coming 3. Understanding? So in this way you have to identify these questions. This question number 2. In the division n divided by 5 leaves a remainder of 1. So now when you divide n by 5, the remainder should be 1. So what might the unit ones digit of n? What is the digit? So now here again, two number, if you see n divided by 5, remainder should be what? 1. So what will be the number? So 5n, the remainder should be 1. So if you take n equal to 6, okay, if you take n equal to 6, then it is going, see, 5 and here 6, so 5 1 5, so 6 minus 5 is 1, so remainder 1 is coming. So in this way you have to think. Okay, so this 3 number is your homework, you do it by yourself. Next, divisibility by 2. So divisibility by 2, we know that any number which is divisible by 2, how? If the ones digit of that number is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, all even numbers, right? If the ones place digit are even numbers, then that number is divisible by 2. So we know that the even numbers start from 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, dot, 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 many even numbers are there. Odd numbers start from 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, dot, dot, dot. So we see that a natural number is even if its one digit is 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. That means any number is even number if the unit place digits are these. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose 4, 5, 8. So this is what type of number? This is even number because the last digit is even number. 9, 6, 5, 3, 9, 4. So this is what type of number? This is even number. How can we recognize it? By seeing the ones place digit. So ones place digit is what? 4. It is even number. That's why this whole number is even number. In this way you have to identify. So if the ones place digit are 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, then that number are even number. And what is the identification of odd number? If the ones place digit are this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then it is a odd number. Suppose 4, 3, 6, 3. So ones place digit is what? 3. 3 is a odd number. That's why this number is odd number. Then suppose 6, 7, 1, 3, 9. So 9 is what? It is a odd number. That's why this number is odd number. So this is the identification of even and odd number. You have to see the ones place digit only. So That's in this way the rule comes. Okay, so here the rule is given. So when the unit place digit are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, that number is divisible by 2. That's it. Okay, now try this. This is for by 2. You have seen this, try this by 5, dividing by 5. Here that this try this is dividing by 2. So what is the question? If the division n divided by 2 leaves a remainder 1, so now remainder is 1. What might be the ones place digit of n? So here it is given n is odd. Okay, n should be odd because to divide completely with 2, the number should be what? Even number. Then only it will divide. But here it is not dividing. The remainder is 1. That means n will be odd number. In this way you have to analyze. Okay, so n is odd number definitely. So odd number, if it is odd number, then what are the numbers? What are the possible numbers? The possible numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. Understood? In this way you have to analyze. Here you can see n divided by 2 and remainder is 1. So 2, what you divide? So after dividing 1 should come in the remainder. So what are the possible numbers? All odd numbers will come. These are all odd numbers. So suppose if you take 2, first of all we take 1. Okay, so 2 0 0. So see 1 coming in the remainder. Again with 3 you have to see. So 3 take, 2 1 2. So 1 remainder coming. Then 5 take. Okay, then 5, 2 2 4. So see 1 coming here. Then take 7, 2 and 7. So 2 3 6. 1 coming remainder, and at last 9. Take 9, 2 and 9. 2 4 8. So 1 coming. So in all these cases the remainder 1 is coming. So these are the possible value of n. Understood? Very interesting problems, right? Here in question number 2, if the division n divided by 2 leaves no remainder, that means the remainder is 0. That means what? This is a complete division. That means this number is dividing by 2. No remainder means 0 remainder. That means this is dividing by 2. So what will be the values of n? The values of n will be what? Even numbers. All the even numbers, right? So students, see here, this question n divided by 2, the remainder should come 0. So like this 2 and the remainder should be 0. So what are the possible values of n? All the even numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, because the remainder will be 0. See 2 and 0 we have taken, so 2 0 0, so remainder is 0. Now I have taken 2, 2 1 2, the remainder is 0. That means complete division. Now 4 taken, 2 2 4, 0 remainder. 6, 2 3 6, 0 remainder. Now 8, 2 4 8, 0 remainder. So this is the solution of this question. In this way you have to check and find. Okay, very interesting questions. So this 3 number you do by yourself. Now divisibility by 9 and 3. So as you have seen, the divisibility of 10, 5 and 2, you have to see the ones place digit. So okay, now in the case of 9 and 3, we do not have to see the ones place digit. Here it is seen, written. See, the divisibility is decided just by the ones digit. In the case of 2, 10, 5 and 2, which is the key number in our place value. But for checking divisibility by 9, this will not work. Let us take some examples. So here example is given, so it is explained here. So the divisibility of 9 and 3 is similar. Here it is written, see, this important, 2 important points, this one and this one. A number n is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. That means you have to add all the digits of that number 9. Okay, then you will see if it is dividing by 9 or not. And same 3 also, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. Okay, otherwise it is not divisible by 3. You have to add all the numbers, then check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Understood? See the example here given, example number 4. Check the divisibility by this number by 9. So without actual division, we will see whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. So this one, see, you have, so what is the rule? You have to add all the digits of this number. So here it is adding the sum of its digits, 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7. It is coming what? 36. Now you have to check whether this 36 is dividing by 9 or not. So the number is divisible by 9. So 36 divided by 9 equal to 4. Yes. So 36 is dividing by 9. That's why this whole number is divisible by 9. In this way you have to check the divisibility of 9. Okay. And same 3 also. You have to add all the numbers, then you have to check whether that answer is dividing by 3 or not. If the answer is dividing by 3, then it is divisible by 3, otherwise not. Okay, understood? So do this, try this by yourself. Check the divisibility of the following numbers by 9. So check this by yourself. Okay, by the same like this example number 4, and here example number 8, it is given the divisibility by 3. In the case of 3 also, all the digits are added. See, all the digits are added and it is coming 33. Then check whether this 33 is dividing by 3 or not. So it is dividing by 3, that means this number is also divisible by 3. In this way 3 can be checked. Okay, so in the next page it is given the divisibility by 3. So this also you have to do in your homework. You have to check all the numbers whether they are dividing by 3 or not. Okay, in this way this explanation is complete. So I hope you have understood these interesting topics. So this try this and this try this and this try this, all are your homework, and in the next video we'll see the exercise 16.2. Okay, thank you.